Hey, welcome, family. Welcome to Magnets, Crystals, Pyramids. We got a wonderful feminine message, musically, acoustically, uh, being cascaded upon the earth tonight. So I'm so excited. I gotta calm my voice down. We have the honor of having our lovely goddesses, Daylight and Darkness, Miss Bliss, and the world famous Empress Sunata. And we're going to start with Sunata doing a beautiful prayer opening, and then we will continue with the show. You got it, Sunata. Do your thing.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. We wanted to open up the prayer this evening, to gather everyone together, all of our souls, for us to manifest ourselves to the highest power possible, for us to step into our divine power and remember who we are and what we've come to do, and to manifest and to create and to enjoy everything in this lifetime, inshallah.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Shukran, sister.
Afwan.
And I want to give acknowledgement to our big uncle, Sheikh Amadou Bamba from Senegal, Sheikh Ibra Fall. He was hungry, lion proof, flew through the air, walked on water, wrote 7 tons of prayers. Um, and what else did Sheikh Amadou Bamba? So those of you who are into doing any kind of entheogens, you can always ask Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrahim, to guide your true meditation, and it will be safe. And I want to acknowledge my big brother, Sheikh Sufi. I want to acknowledge my other brother in the afterlife who turned me on to this wonderful African mysticism of ascended masters from Africa, uh, Professor Kareem Darwish, who is now an ancestor. So I also want to acknowledge my ascended master big brothers, Yeshua, Black Madonna, Mother Mary, Simeon Toko, Saint Germain, Nikolai Tesla, Sanat Kumara, uh, Seraphis Bey, Melchizedek, Enoch the Ethiopian who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. I want to thank all of our ascended master ancestors to assist us and guide our words tonight. We're going to have a wonderful show, and this will probably be mm, some of the last shows before we go into 2024. So without further ado, oh Bliss, I got to upload that wonderful video you did,
Which
and
one?
just the one promoting Adara tonight.
Oh yeah,
Family.
I sent it to you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sent it to me. I got to send it to my text, and then I got to upload it. So I'm going to start with the opening sonata. That was so beautiful. You got me feeling good. Family. I see
Thank
your
you.
your chats. Please post where you're listening from, because that makes all of our fingers wiggle and our toes curl, because we like to know that Jedi all over the world. Okay, didn't mean to rhyme, but it's right on time.
Yes. Let me tell you, we as a people love to hear other languages other than English.
You got
I
that
don't
right.
know if it's because English is such a crazy language, but when we hear anyone speak in another language, it's just, I don't know. It's like sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's soothing, sometimes you're just curious, and sometimes it's just like calming to the ears.
Yeah,
You
Well, thank
know?
you.
Yeah, and
I
it
couldn't have
makes you
said
want
it
to
better.
makes you want to learn a couple of words. You see, Rogers, I'm talking about salam alaikum, salakalam, shalom. I'm like, sis, where he speak? Oh, come on now, come on, come
Yeah,
on.
it's beautiful to hear other languages because it brings an energy that English can't embrace. So,
Yes.
Bliss, you know what? I don't know what happened to your end of the radio here on YouTube, but we got to get you back on, fix this up so that you can give everybody that hello you do from, like Romper Room, part 3.
I
Letting
see
folks
you.
know that we
I
seeing
see
you.
you. I see Brother Shaka, the first one in the man. Shaka was here at 6:44. You early, Shaka. What is going on? Shout out to the brother
Shaka
Shaka.
was here for the opening
you doing?
prayers.
How you doing, Shaka? How's the weather in Dominican Republic? You know?
I wish I could get in my swim trunk, Shaka, and hit them turquoise waters, man, in the tropics.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
So we
absolutely.
got Dominican Republic in the house. Then we have Illinois. It's Illinois, Red Michelle, Urbana, Illinois. All right.
Mm,
Yeah, Denver, Colorado.
Ooh.
Yeah,
nice
see what
number.
God has said? Other languages open your way, your passageway of
Yeah.
understanding and connection.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, we love
Isabella.
hearing from what part of the world you're listening from. Yo, Shaka says it's 80 degrees. Yo, man, we're gonna throw you a
Woo.
snowball. I
Send
hope
us
it
some
don't
heat,
melt by the
Shaka.
time it hit Florida. We
Sound
got,
like we need a road trip.
yeah, man. Then we got Orlando, Florida. So we
Mm,
got folks here, we got folks there, we got folks, damn it, everywhere.
mhm.
All right. Let's see. So we're going to start with the commercials first. Yeah, Miss Bliss, we got to find your little steering wheel. Beep, beep. So we can get this going. Here we go. Here comes the flowing as we get going.
Peace, family. I wanted to show you some of these great quality t-shirts that were designed by the brother Shaka. The I Am t-shirts. I am a generator, an operator, and a destroyer. Great quality t-shirts, 100% cotton. If you like one of these t-shirts, reach out to the brother Shaka at N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, N as in Nancy, Shaka at gmail.com. That's NFN Shaka at gmail.com. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Here it is, family. The best soup in Brooklyn. Prepared meticulously, exclusively by the world famous Coconut Rob. Coconut Rob, what do you have in this delicious
What did I do?
conundrum? this awesome feast of nutritious delight. Tell us what you hooked it up with.
It's a combination of a couple of things actually.
Couple. Looks like
Yeah.
a whole collage.
Nah, well, the actual base of it is the great nut and beans, great nut and white beans, and then we did it with a whole, as you would say, a conundrum of vegetables. All right, the malanga cocoa, which I like, of course, it's a root vegetable, but it's low in starch and rich in vitamin B2. So we use that and let that kind of come to a boil in the water, and then that thickens the broth. Wow. Then we use the borrow bananas, butternut squash noodles. Also, we use zucchini noodles, bell peppers, red bell peppers, green bell peppers, yellow bell peppers. And in this one in particular, we brought some both East African and West African seasonings. We used the East African seasoning called a shiro, which is usually used with like miso wet and lentils and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's added like a little bit of spice. And then we use the Ghanaian seasoning in there that's called shitsu, or shitu, actually. It's like a red bean.
Lord have
But
mercy.
this one is all vegan, of course. It's got a nice little spice to it.
Yeah, and
So-
those who are sensitive to salt, is there any salt in here?
Absolutely no salt.
No salt.
We don't use any salt.
What days are you here?
Well, today I'm here Tuesday. Tomorrow I'll be here too, but the soup days are principally Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. But, of course, the public demands, I'm going to probably make a small one also tomorrow as well.
Excellent. And
look good?
yeah, man. What's the contact number?
Oh, 347-243-1678. And of course, you know I'm here at Nicholas, Brooklyn.
1396 Fulton
1396
Street
Fulton
in
Street,
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn,
between
New
New York and Brooklyn Avenue. God
Absolutely.
bless the cook and the time it took.
The toppings are arugula, avocados, a mango chutney, a cucumber chutney, and culantro, or what they call shadow benny. Baby spinach and baby arugula.
Excellent. Yummy, yummy for your tummy. Yeah, boy. I was over there at Nicholas this past Sunday, and the soup is so nutritious that I
Mm.
actually feel it like for a few days. It feels great. Okay, let's move into this.
Remember to subscribe, share, and like this video. And magnets, crystals, pyramids, and remember to journey to the bliss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Putting out a call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
All right. We ready. Hey,
Hey.
what's happening, Leo?
Nothing much, nothing much. Trying to get my little baby to sleep. You know,
Yeah, I
I
gotta
always
go
fight.
take care. I gotta take care of my kitty cat. So make sure that he's straight. Uh, I have these family. I got these three beautiful, fine sisters here. So I'm gonna step back and be a cameraman. Bliss, you got the mic, girl.
You giving me the mic? Okay.
I'm giving you the mic. You and Sunada. Sunada, you know what? We're gonna start with Sunada. Sunada, let everyone know who you are, what
Yes.
services you provide.
Yes.
Talk to us, woman.
Thank you, Hank and Miss Bliss, for coordinating this. I am Dr. Sunata Kamara, founder of Temple Mother Earth, along with my husband, King James. We have a Temple of Higher Consciousness based in Washington, D.C., and we have a sacred community, and we're having Adara come and offer her beautiful offerings with us.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. All
Nice.
right.
Nice.
So Adara, looking good,
Yeah.
woman. You looking
Thank you,
like you've
thank
been
you,
having
thank you.
fun, but you can't tell.
Yeah.
You got
She
folks giving you
glowing.
accolades, and y'all got to give these ladies some accolades because the smiles on their face reminds me of the comedian Robin Harris. He
Mm.
said you can tell when a woman has that kind of smile. Mm, mm, mm. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, Bliss, I'm going to move this cartouche out the way or this canoe so that you can talk to them and y'all ladies can start the party because the moon is doing its cosmic dance, but the energy, I feel the elevated energy. And Bliss, could you tell us before we get to Adara, and then maybe Adara and Sonata can piggyback, what in the world is going on over this energy?
What is that?
Girl, just what we were saying. Folks, look, that sunstorm got folks in sirens and ambulance acting out. Which city is that?
That sound like it's by you. Is that you?
Not by me.
Not here.
That's your dog was like, wait a minute.
God's going to check and see if they're coming to get her. So while we're waiting on Adara, Bliss, can you tell folks if they're starting to act up, what in the world's going on? Because I'm going to go get my tea. I'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna have some activity coming up in the skies. Everybody probably know about it. It's gonna be December's gonna be a pretty decent calm month, but next year we have the planet Pluto moving into Aquarius. And that's what everybody's talking about. You hear the siren? It's gonna be like that.
Oh, wait a second. That is coming from my neck of the woods. Hold on. I'm sorry.
it's gonna be like that.
I hope everybody's okay. I pray everybody's okay.
Yeah, everybody's good. But this is the year everybody was supposed to do the work. If you were supposed to be doing any classes or any lessons or any spiritual work, because the number 7 is a spiritual number. So this is the year everybody was supposed to be doing the work, getting all that good calmer energy coming up so that they prepare for next year. For whatever they need to do, whatever work they're going to be required to do for next year. So yeah. But we ready. Everybody on this platform right now, we ready. We ready to rock. So we good. So Adara's going to be in DC. What's going on? What you got planned for us?
Yeah. So excuse me. I'm just trying to get this post on Instagram, letting people know I'm on live because I've just kind of been running around. So, me announcing things to people has been a little whatever. So we have this pop-up in DC. Sonata has called me and is like, hey, come to DC. When do you come to DC? When do you come to the temple? I was like, okay, let's make this happen before the new year comes in. So December 8th and 9th, we will be having a tantric weekend. Friday, we're doing a meet and greet and a sensual kickback. All right. So we're going to be doing some demos, some little live demos of my things. Like, Bliss, you know what my sensual things look like, So we're trying to provide a safe space for people to come explore and embrace themselves, release a little bit, and just have a good time. Like, there's not a lot of grown, sexy stuff in the conscious community. I'm just going to tell you. So we're trying to add that vibe. And then Saturday, we're having a full 8-hour tantric bodywork intensive. So I'll be teaching my basic bodywork class. That was a 4-week class. And we're going to be doing it all in one day. And then you'll also have access to the online videos to watch later for you to remember everything. And so it is going to be quite interesting. Have fun one night, and the next day we are going in and learn this masterful work. So if you guys are interested in that, please come have fun with us as we plant medicine on Friday, I believe. We're going to be vibing. Yeah, it's going to be chill. It's going to be chill. Really, really good vibes. And it depends on the people. It depends on the people and what they're open to and what they're, ready for. And I'll help facilitate wherever they are, but I want people to embrace that sexy side of them, that sexy side of them, that part of them that are afraid to show at times, in an environment that's fun yet high vibrational and all that good stuff. So that's what we have going on.
Nice. You're gonna have a little bit of a mixture of business and pleasure.
Absolutely. Because I'm trying to relax too. That's the thing. Like I need to kick back too. You know what I mean? So y'all come party with me. Let's have a good time. And
Party with Adara.
Okay. Because I'm Miss Curious here. So I remember when I was in Georgia with you, we had all types of fruit, and the party was very sensual and sexy, and then we had some honey just to sweeten up the situation and everything. So you're gonna have a little bit of games for people to play, or you're gonna do a show. Or you just gonna let
So
them play with each other? Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, what's the tease?
so
She's like, look, I got a drink. Hold on, let me drink for that.
so like parts, we got little parts. And so that Saturday that you're talking about, that was the ritual that we did. Remember that Friday night though? We did the shibari and we had the burlesque
Ooh,
dancer and
Shabari.
all that.
Ooh, child,
Ooh, I like Shabari.
let me tell you, they had a young lady down there. We were down there for a couple of days in Georgia. And you know,
Mm.
all the women are down there in their own femininity and their own, their own little flow. And they choose the sister with the biggest hips. And they pull her up on the stage. And the brother that was supposed to be slapping her booty, he looked a little bit intimidated. He was like, pop, pop, pop. And I was like, what is he gonna do? Adara went up there. She's like, hold on, let me show. Boom, boom. Going. And I was like, I'm not Adara know how to slap no booty like that. Excuse me. It was so funny. It was so funny. But she was tied up. The shibari is where, the person is tied up, and then there could be like sensual things like feathers or, brushes along their skin. You could explain a little bit of that, Sonata, more about shibari.
Well, I would like to learn more about Shabari myself so I could learn that. But I've seen many people have experiences where, they were able to actually release trauma from that process and have experiences. There is a way to do Shabari in a shamanic healing way that you can actually release and unfold within yourself. And so those are experiences that I've witnessed with other people having. And that's why, having Adara come to the temple in a sacred space where people can feel safe to know and explore these inner beings, these inner parts of themselves, to have a better understanding of themselves is important. And, we have this vessel that we need to honor and understand it and understand what the body's communicating to us. Mm-hmm. And so, Shabari is a fun way to tap into that space if you like that kind of thing. I do.
Yeah, Shibari is very interesting. Like it's a very old practice. I'm not a Shibari master or anything, but it's something that I do like to play with. But when I first saw it done, I was a guest at a play party. For what that people don't know what that is a party where people could, if they want to, have sex and whatever, explore stuff, right? So I was doing a Nuru demonstration, and I was just vibing and like holding space and like supporting my partner, my friend that was doing the event that brought me in, and my homegirl Jaya, who become good friends now, she has a slave, a white man actually. She's a black German tall lady, and she's black and German, and she has this like a white slave, right? Like that kind of thing, like the BDSM king white slave, right? But he does shibari, so she was having him do it. And when I was watching, because I have like heavy breasts and stuff, right? So it's hard to find like a good fitting bra. But when I was watching it, I was like, I feel like that rope is tied everywhere where I would want support. Just in general, like and then when I got it done, it felt like a hug that I never really had before. It had, and when I was watching him like move the ropes and stuff like that, I could see the energy moving with the rope, especially with the mind that I have, since I do energy work. I was like, okay, I can see how this could definitely be a tool for it. So fast forward, like a couple weeks ago, at the store where we do the class, one of my homegirls, she owns a store. She was getting some body work after the class, and I was told by the guys to use the rope. That she was trying to break through some things, so I tied up her feet and stuff like that. As the energy was moving, I felt it collecting and condensing. Then I released it real quick and like like a jerking manner, whatever, like kind of popping the energy off. Then we threw the rope away and all that type of stuff. When I felt the rope, it was like buzzing with energy, So the person that I've been learning shibari with, his name is Sir Oya, and he is LGBTQ man, right? But he is a master of what he does. He's a master of sensual arts and stuff. He's a master of suspension, shibari, and things of that nature. But he was talking about how he was helping some women, like a group of women who were doing some ancestral work. They went to a plantation, and then he did the rope work for them and like tied them up at the tree where everybody was being hung at, and they like released them. And they were doing like an ancestor ritual to help break the curses of all that
Mm.
type of stuff. So it's been a lot of different experiences that I've had and heard about dealing with Shibari. Big people, big guys being tied up and like being able to move the stuff. So like that's the first time they ever felt small.
Right.
All kind of
Mm.
things, all kind of things. It's very interesting, man. It's interesting. So it's not always like kink isn't always about being kinky. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about like I'm trying to get off or something or some kind of weird, dirty thing. Like it's an avenue for somebody to express in a way that they may not consciously do. So we're trying to put somebody in catharsis in some sort of way. So when you see people spanking and stuff like that, like it can put you into a mental space to help you release other things. Or, and when I say release, it's not just trauma, but release the need to always be in control.
Mm-hmm.
Force
Mhm.
yourself into trust.
Mhm.
So for me with the Shibari, it was a submission orgasm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I hate being confined. I hate being tied up. One of my fears is being buried alive. Like I don't like it. So for me to have to sit in there and like really master my energy, master my breath, and like see what my body is saying and why it's saying that, and tell myself I'm safe and everything else like that, that it just broke and it was just amazing. And then when he started letting me out, that was a whole another thing, you know. So all of these different modalities have their benefits in the right place for the right people. It's not for everybody, but um I do encourage people at least to try. Like you don't have to be tight, like you don't have to be doing nothing extreme. It can just be like a little bit of rope between your toe and just like rubbing your and just seeing what that sensation feels like. That's also Shibari. That's not you don't have to be extreme all the time. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So yeah.
And you don't know what you like. You try it.
hmm I used to be dead set against it. Let me tell you, dead set against it. Like hell no,
But
that's
you were
stupid.
against it because you didn't want to be tied up, right? But so that also helps people who are dealing with the control issue. I know a couple of guys in New York City who work on Wall Street who are in charge of these multi-billion-dollar organizations, and they go to these places to have someone sort of control them or dominate them. So
Mm-hmm.
the role is reversed, and it actually helps them. It's like I guess it's like a psychological, a mental way for them to deal with. Oh, I'm always in control. I always have to make these decisions. I always, let someone else take the control, and they actually feel good. And they pay people to do this.
Mhm.
Yes, a lot of money, a lot of money, and you got to also think it's just like somebody who is going through something or whatever, and they want to get tattoos, tattoo therapy. That is a similar type of thing. Um, Working out really, really hard until you're like at muscle fatigue and all that. Like that's a similar type of thing. It's the same kind of psychology. It puts you in a place to be able to release certain things. And
Oh,
so those are things I've had before. I haven't actually talked to anybody about doing Shibari here at this event. I'm still kind of see what all we're gonna offer, but I want to meet the people where they are, and like I ain't trying to scare people, But at the same time, like be willing
yeah.
to do
Well, I
some
got
things.
another angle because I was listening to that about tying folks up. How about those folks that don't have no power at the job? Do they get a
Mm-hmm,
chance to tie somebody up and tickle them?
mm-hmm,
For all the people out here in the audience that has been the subordinates, do they get a chance to be gentle masters
mm-hmm,
of the rope?
mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm going back.
It helps the people. I could see it helping people who are in power, who want to relinquish some of that power, which it also could help people who are seeking that power, who want to be in control for a change, who wants to say, get down on your knees and shut up, and then, we tie you up, and, so as long
Mm-hmm.
as they're gentle, we're not talking about beating nobody, not yet at least.
Yeah,
You
and
know
like
something? That is powerful therapy.
it
Yeah.
is. Like if you don't have a voice and you're with somebody that you love and they're letting you practice like boss it up so you could do it in the world, like like what that would do to a woman who's never really had the opportunity to stand up for herself or whatever else, for her to be able to claim that kind of power, like that's a
I
whole
got
nother level.
I got to share Adara because I was planning on just sitting back and you know, but when you started talking about the tying up, from my experience, this is just my little humble experience. I've had where I intuitively wanted to tie up, sister friend, and And actually, I had one that was very feminine. You know, she's an ancestor now, but she looked as pretty as Sonata. And she was so feminine. She would let me tie her up. I wouldn't tie her tight. I would use like, satin um, ties and things of sort. But the thing was, when I tried that on a woman who had trauma,
Mm.
she was like, "You ain't tying my ass up."
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because she came from abuse. And I noticed, like, and that happened on another occasion where someone that had abuse in their history, they don't want to relinquish their pseudo belief that they have control now.
Right.
So I would
Mm.
like for y'all to touch on that while I fix my crystal, because crystal ran away when we started talking that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's one of the big things about trauma, especially like a sexual assault or something like that, is the fact that you had no control. You have the things that you said, like if you said no or whatever else, wasn't mine. Nobody paid attention to it. You might have been forced down. It's a big shock to be like, the world I this is what the one thing I can't control. I can control what I do with my body, but I'm in a world where I can't control what happens to that body. Even when you think about it deep, like with the food, I can try to buy the most healthiest food, but I can't control what soil that's in this food that still might be hurting me. You know what I mean? So all of it causes like this traumatic break. So when people are put back in those memories, they flip out. They flip out because it's really a brain disconnect, and they get stuck in there. So it's like the prefrontal cortex amygdala connection that's broken. And the
Mm.
stuff is lodged in the body, So that's why tapping is really, really, really good. Tapping is really good. So we have her tied up or something, she starts, riling up or something like that, or getting uncomfortable or irritated, smoothing, rubbing. And that's why this is such an art: smoothing, rubbing, tapping, breathing, coaching them through, releasing certain things. Like the whole cultivation and facilitation of somebody going through a quote unquote kink experience is a whole level of mastership. It's not just about like taking a paddle and spanking somebody. Yeah, you can do that. And some people will like it, but most times, personally, I just feel like I'm being abused. And it's different
Mm.
when somebody's like, I know that this thing is happening, but this person is cracking me open. So yeah. The trauma thing is crazy. It affects us in so many different ways. Like we don't even realize. And I watch YouTube often, and they're like, having a cluttered house is a trauma response. Apparently, being
Yep.
overproductive is a trauma response. Apparently, everything is effort trauma response. So when are we going to like switch this over and make things a pleasure response? Like let's
Mhm.
stop letting trauma control everything all the time. Because if we don't, we're always going to be in trauma. The only thing we can do is replace it with the positive things, and that's why body work is so important, because we learn how to through the energy work, replace trauma with pleasure, and then use that pleasure to open doors or release resources for our body to heal itself, our mind, and our spirit to heal itself. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And yeah,
Amen.
it's powerful.
And it can even make people feel sexy. Those women that don't feel confident or good about themselves, I've seen plenty of women walk in and then they walk out and they feel more confident, they feel sexy, and they feel like somebody actually wants them or is attracted to
Mhm.
them. And that's an amazing thing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, when you get comfortable with yourself and comfortable with your body, you start opening up that part of you that's like, I'm trying to will this to allure and control and magnetize and do all this different stuff. When I say control, I'm not like I'm trying to do stuff, but if I want to control a room when I walk into it, I'm going to do it. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna feel bad about doing it, right? Because like I know that I'm exuding a certain thing. So as you exude it, use this in your benefit. Like we see burlesque dancers, and they're putting on this show, and they have everybody like mesmerized by the way she's. And it doesn't matter how big she is or how small she is or whatever else. Like there's a lot of plus size burlesque dancers that are rocking the stage, big time, big time. They're doing splits and
Mhm.
doing all kind of stuff that you would think she would be self conscious about doing. Absolutely
Mm-mm.
not. When you tap into this part of yourself, that confidence kicks in. The
Mhm.
shame starts going away. And when you start getting rid of shame, your power starts coming full force. Shame, guilt, all of that stuff,
All of
that
that.
that is the things that hold people back in the sexual realm and in their regular life. So let's deal with it in a pleasurable way so that you can take your power back so you can be powerful everywhere else you show up.
Shame, guilt, regret. You be regretting some of them things you did and you be feeling bad. Don't let that beat you down.
Speaking of beat down,
shut it all up. It's just like,
yeah.
yeah.
I want to show this wonderful clip that Bliss put together for you, Adara. Check this out, y'all.
Everybody's like,
yeah, we gotta move to that. I might play that before the show is out because that had everybody dancing. Ooh, y'all gonna have folks dancing to the beat at this event?
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
want to see Sonata bust some moves.
Are you gonna have slow dance or like what kind of dance?
I'm thinking like Afro beats, R&B, and then vibe it out. Like I want to feel nice and like almost like you're in a club ish, right? Nice little kickback style, and then we start moving to other things. We can like slow it down as we need to. So depending how people are feeling, I'm going to do some demos. So I'm definitely going to do a tantric bodywork demo, which is the energy work that y'all see. But I might also do a sensual massage demo. I'm going to be answering questions. So like, this is a good opportunity like to pick my brain and see different stuff. Because when I'm in spaces like this, like I give. You see what I'm saying? I give. And I might answer any of those questions you have, and hopefully I will have somebody willing to be my model, right? Because my partner's not coming this time, I don't think. So I will need somebody to do my demos on. So, you might end up with a free session on the humbug.
Hey.
I'm just saying, like, man, you might either come out and it might end up with this, like, you know what I'm saying? You might end up with a free session.
Those men gonna be lining up. And I gotta say, music helps people to sort of relax more, and then just put their shoulders down and go with the flow. So I think that's great. That's a beautiful idea to keep everybody calm. And you in DC where all of the psychedelics is just like there. Honey, don't get me started.
Yeah. Act responsibly. But yes, this is for couples, for singles. Bring somebody, meet somebody. You never know because like I'm teaching this work. I know that most people who are doing this are single. When I was single trying to do this, I met my partner on online dating. You know what I mean? Like I was all over the place trying to find somebody. So it was very hard trying to find somebody with this kind of mindset or a conscious mindset or something that also has some kind of a swag or something to them. That's like, like it's a fine line of like dateability in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a woman like me that walks both lines of the regular world and the conscious world and stuff like that. Like, I want a girl to be able to like, skate with me, switch it up, do different type of stuff like that, and then also be interested in taking our spirituality, our sexuality, our relationship, our finances, everything to the top possible. Like I'm big on exploring possibilities. So in spaces like this where you meet tantric people or people interested in tantra, that's already saying that you're meeting somebody who's trying to push boundaries or trying to reach other opportunities, other levels of things. So there's a higher chance you're gonna find somebody in your mindset. You know what I mean? And at the same time though, predators, right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. Predators, you know what I mean? Male and female. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because the ladies be acting just as wild and causing just as much trauma as the men are. But
Woo!
there's also people who come to these places and are just trying to like proud, So discernment, but like operate safe and just have a good time, just like you go anywhere else.
Right.
Go anywhere else. But at least here, if you are vibing with somebody, you can vibe with somebody without feeling weird. You know what I mean? Or y'all can go and talk somewhere else, and it's just comfortable. So a little bit of plant medicine, a whole lot of vibes, good company. The shows we're gonna see who I can get to come out. I don't know who all is in Sonata's network. She might know some people, but I know she said she has some props there at the temple and stuff. I have a lot of massage oil.
Okay. Sonata, you got some props. You got some toys over there, Sonata. Let me
Well,
find out. Sonata got a dungeon, y'all. Look
there's
out
different kind of
now.
lives people live at different points in time, and so we haven't brought these things out officially, but we have, St. Andrew's cross, 2 benches, and a bull. Got lots of rope, Adira, for you. Come on,
Wait, hold on.
Adira.
Did you say you got the bull? Because I mean, not that I would know. I mean, I'm just saying. I thought I heard you say you had a bull.
Well,
Mhm.
it's a like a bigger bench, that type of bull. I'm not what kind of bull you're talking about, but you know.
Wait.
But
Oh, wait. I wanna make some suggestions, okay? I wanna make some. How about
Damn, I left y'all alone and it's gone. I'm out of here.
make sure y'all have these things, okay? So I need y'all to get some bananas, okay? Y'all know what the bananas are for, right?
No, what's the bananas for?
For eating.
Oh, you eat a banana like that?
For
Oh.
eating lessons. For eating lessons. So dietary,
See?
is healthy for health reasons,
I
right?
slice a banana and put it in my cereal, but the way you was eating that banana, I'm
Then
going
y'all,
back.
y'all gonna
I'm
have
gonna go get me some more tea.
y'all gotta have some honey, For those who like whipped cream, y'all know what that is. Yeah,
Mhm.
and maybe a little ice to keep everybody cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all. Okay. So
Mhm.
y'all gonna have her
Mhm.
bull. I don't know what bull that is, but okay. So now,
Yeah. It's the energy of Friday. What can we say? It's the energy of Friday, right? We talk about Venus, we talk about the Saffron chakra, we talk about Oshun and Heteru and all these different things, but we also talk about Bas. And we also talk about like the Lilith, all of these different energies that show up, that show us how to be pleasurable and how to be wise at the same time. Bas is over pleasure and protection and femininity and motherhood and all these different things and magic. These are the same. The gods of pleasure are the gods of magic and manifestation and wisdom and wealth and you know what I mean. And when they're welcomed into your life in different ways, just in mindset, like embodying this energy. Like when American Gods came out, everybody wanted to be Bilquis. Oh yeah, I'm Goddess Bilquis. Now people were changing their names and stuff to Goddess Bilquis. Like what? So it's a thing that's in us, and I was talking about this in class. I think it was like the level 2 class, whatever. I think, um, but the way that the sexual energy works, like a lot of couples talk about, the one I'm saying that the man is not satisfying me or something, or he like can't handle certain levels of pleasure, he can't last very long and stuff. And then I say sometimes that that's based on your ability to expand. You see what I'm saying? You set the ceiling. So if your ceiling's right here, he can only get to like right here, right? Because your pleasure opens him up, it pulls him in, and makes him more aroused and stuff like that. So you guys, men can watch a woman be aroused all day long. A woman is not going to sit there and watch a man be aroused. Like that's not really something that like turns everybody on. But a woman just being aroused, it has a natural magnetism to it. So when you guys are together in your harmonious states and stuff, and the woman is open and willing to feel pleasure and is not putting all these context on him and all these duties on him, and she's appreciating the fact that he's sharing with her, and it's like she's aware that she's like whipping this beautiful tapestry around them of bliss and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole nother experience. And if you're shy about just like hugging and holding hands in public, it might be kind of hard to like get there in private, right? So we want to show up, show up, show up, and it's okay to be seen. That's another thing. It's okay to be seen. We're like really afraid to be seen in every walk of life. Like we don't want to show up in the little ideas that we have and the businesses we have because we're afraid that somebody's gonna steal our idea. They're afraid that somebody's gonna not approve of what I'm saying, or my family's gonna be scared. It's okay to be seen. I do the work that I do. I do this in the conscious world. Do you know how much weird stuff people say to me? I'm evil. I'm a prostitute. I'm a this. I'm a that. I don't give up. People
Girl,
say
let's talk about the stereotype because the song has the word freak in there. And so freak in our community sort of have a negative connotation. And so, when we attach these negative ideas and these negative words, I think it has to do with our history of religion, coming from religion, because pretty much all of us are coming from what? Protestant, Christianity, Jehovah's Witness. And so I think that's where those stigmatisms are coming from when they look at, what you're doing. They don't look at it as like, this is all healing and ceremonial and you literally working with the chakras.
Literally. My thing is like, if everybody came through sex, why are y'all so mad at it? Everybody wants to have it. Everybody came from it, but nobody wants to talk about it. You want to? Everybody's hurt because of a broken heart, but you don't want to talk about love and relationships in a real way. Like some people are doing it just to monetize and like to ride on a wave of money and stuff. But like the way that we have conversations about the Anunnaki in this community, we should be having conversations about family because niggas' families is fucked up out here. Like for real.
Boom.
Period.
Boom. Exactly.
Like,
Adara, you hit on a major thing. Our folks would be glad to talk about devils and Anunnaki, but speaking about the things pertaining to their own bodies, scared. And you know what was really deep? Not only afraid of pleasure and bliss, but they're also spooky about entheogens. That's what I noticed. People who are tied up psychologically and stuck don't like to see orgasmic expressions of women because their psyche is so jacked up from the conquistadors that they're spooky over herbs and they're spooky about orgasm. Abrahamic religions has done a number to people because they are deadly afraid of the feminine principle activating.
Yes.
Yeah, but orgasm is a way to manifest, and you wondering why we're not manifesting anything.
Right.
Why we can't create anything, why nothing's happening. Like you want to have sex and you might as well go ahead and just manifest while you at it. You might as well have that union and build to the highest realm as you possibly can within ecstasy. But you're so afraid to communicate about it, to talk about it.
But what happens is here's what happened. So they took sacred energy exchange, which is a very beautiful spiritual practice that has a beautiful way of manifesting when you're in alignment with your partner doing a certain kind of work, versus sex. And that's the difference. Are you doing something from your vessel, from an animalistic perspective? Or are you doing something from a spiritual, from your higher self, your 5D perspective? So it's all a matter of perspective. So if you're looking at everything from the perspective of, oh, I'm just having sex with someone, okay, then that's what you're going to get. But if you're looking at the exchange of energy, and that's what the Tantra class is about, learning to cultivate your own energy and then utilizing that energy within yourself with a partner to then magnify the experience and have those different experiences, that's what it's about. And so when you have these different states of consciousness and you understand that this is your vessel that you've come into play with on this plane, and what we're really to do here on this plane, you have to honor the vessel that you're in and have the maximum experience that you want to have. Whether that means, waxing, being tied up with a rope, being any of these other fetishes, that's your right to have those experiences. So it's about you being a sovereign being and being in relationship with someone else as a sovereign being, getting consent, and then moving forward, whatever that means. And in
Mm-hmm.
terms of the energy process and just realizing what that can do for, manifestations and what you want to do in this realm. So it all depends where you
Absolutely.
at.
Absolutely, absolutely. That brings up a couple, like one thing that Hank said, one thing that you said. So what you were saying, like I kind of hate social media because I read the comments sometimes, and somebody was like, "Sex just isn't sex anymore." And I'm like, "Sex was never just sex. Like, what are you talking about? Sex has never just been sex. It's always been one of the most, or the most powerful thing in the universe. It snatches your soul out of you. Like you have a,
But write so much about it, the true essence
yeah,
of it.
true essence. So there's this book, I think it's called Immortality Key, and it's going to what Hank was talking about, and it was about like how they used to serve sacraments or by high priestesses in like Greece, or especially a place called Elysian. It was like in Greece or whatever else, and it
Hmm.
was like a pilgrimage that anybody could come to, no matter what your financial status was, your caste was, whatever. As long as you could speak Greek, you could come and participate in this ceremony and see the divine and touch the divine. You couldn't talk about what happened. You could only come once in your lifetime. Maybe a couple people, some people could come like more than once, like twice or something. But it was like a pilgrimage that everybody did, and it was I think ergot or something like that, a combination of ergot, which was like a precursor to LSD, right? So they were
Mm.
serving, yeah, 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 and they were testing the chalices and stuff that the stuff was served in, and that's how they know that it was medicine that people were being served in these places. You know what I mean? And this was, and like the society protected those people. Everybody, like people, they weren't witches, they weren't this, they weren't that. Like society actually made a place for high priestesses, high priests, shamans, and stuff like that. They consulted, like they consulted the wise people. But now, when somebody is tapped into the magic, tapped into their sexuality, tapped into the wisdom, tapped into
Hmm.
the guidance, nobody really wants real guidance about anything. And to
They're
be honest with you, on the
hyper.
higher levels of tantra and stuff, it's about getting wisdom and expanding your consciousness. So, like,
Hmm.
it's that's why it's for the elite type of person, because the non-elite person is comfortable being with it just being sex, sex just being sex. Like, what the fuck does
Right.
that even mean?
That was right.
And
And
it was
there's so
about,
much more, so much
and it was like
higher.
a girl eating a banana like that. That's what's funny. I'm like,
Banana eating class. Eat y'all fruit now. Be healthy now.
So,
I'm
are you suggesting that some of the people in the so-called conscious community should say, "Hey, what's your name? My name is Banana."
well, that might cause some suits. People are very litigious.
You know what? I spoke about this. I don't know if y'all have experimented with this, but I've had some amazing experiences with. I named them Oshun seeds, Tantra seeds, but it's called Hawaiian baby wood rose.
Hawaiian
I
baby,
have
what?
not had a chance to try it.
Ooh, you start with only one at a time, Bliss, Adara, Sunata. But what it
Hawaiian baby,
does,
what?
wood rose, you can look it up.
Wood rose. Okay.
And what we would do back when I was facilitating
Hmm.
couples, we would muscle test to see how many to have. But I would suggest just do one. But what it seems to do, family, Adara, and I haven't explored it lately. Less is better. Less is more. One seed. And it's like, it's cheap, but just one seed without the husk, without the shell, without cooking or baking, and just eat one seed. And it seems to heighten sensuality and reduce inhibitions.
Wait, that's the
Hmm.
tantra seeds, the little itty bitty. Oh yeah, I know. Okay.
Let me
But
find out.
okay, she's like, wait a minute, send me
Yeah,
some
but you
goals.
only, Bliss, Adara, Sonata, only do one like every 3 or 4 days. But it seems we were up in here one night with three couples. Well, it was one, two, three. No, it was four couples because I have three bedrooms. So it was in my room. I had my lovely, and the other three rooms had a couple.
Mm-hmm.
We could hear what was going on in the front room by the door because it caused one woman's waterfalls to open up where the brother had to take a sleeping bag to the laundromat the next morning. And,
Mm.
when I would go and get water or check on everybody, my lover would be behind the curtain say, "You better make it quick. You better
Mm.
make it quick." It dropped her inhibitions. But
Mm.
Mm.
family, only one at a time. Start
Mm.
with one. Because if it becomes a weird experience if you do more than uh
Sound
Well,
like
my
he
lucky
knows.
number is 3.
huh?
Lloyd Strayhorn said my lucky number is 3.
You're on your own now. But it heightens touch sensitivity and it's uncharted waters, Adara. It's uncharted
Mm.
waters, Bliss. So you can have fun with it. But I suggest only doing one
Yeah, I
at a
trust you.
time.
I'll give you a recommendation. I don't like weird experiences.
Yeah. And I'll
Yeah.
go get them so you can see what they look like. I'll be right back. Because
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been enjoying listening to y'all, so I'm gonna fall back and get the tantra seeds. I'll be right back.
Please
Okay.
do. I'm gonna refresh my screen because I have a little delay. So you
Okay.
guys give me 1 second.
Okay.
And I think
So
I change phones because my battery's low. I'm gonna change onto another phone here.
everybody trying to hop off. What is going on
No, I'm
here,
just changing
girl?
phone.
What is going on?
Let's see if I can
You
get it on
know,
the other phone.
family. So this event is going to be in DC this month. I guess you have the Eventbrite information, Sonata, or are you guys
Yes, you
going to
go
collect
to
it?
adiramosley.com
Okay.
or you can go to templemother.earth.com and you'll see it right there in the middle of the page on the events tab. And it's December 8th and 9th. And I wanted to make some clear points. Like Temple Mother Earth is a sacred community. And so the work that Adira is coming to do is to teach people about the energy and to allow them to tap into their sensual experiences for themselves. Her class on Saturday is, if you see what she does online, she's going to be teaching people all day about, an intensive, an immersion class for that beautiful offering. And so I think the more people are able to tap into this healing work, like the mycelium network, the more that have access to something, the more we can do healing in our communities. So that's what's very important. He got the seeds.
Now you only where did Adara
Take
go?
one. She
Her
had to change her phone
computer, yeah,
back.
her
Oh,
computer
hold it. There she is. Hold on.
was lagging, so she's coming back. There she is.
And then Hank, I'm gonna have to buzz back in on another line. My battery's getting low.
You don't
FYI,
have a
just
power cord?
I'm gonna jump on the other phone in a minute.
Okay. We'll keep an eye
Yeah.
out for you.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, so that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I
Okay.
had one of those before.
Mm.
What did it do,
You
Bliss?
want to talk
That's
about it? You want to
hours.
talk
Go ahead and
about
tell us
it?
what your experience was, Bliss.
Well,
Ah!
I had one, although my lucky number is 3. And you feel like you don't really feel lightheaded, but your body feels like, for me, my body felt more sensitive to touch. Look, you're shaking your head, right? It was more sensitive to touch, more sensitive to the energies around me.
Mm.
I felt calmer. So it's a I think that's why we were calling it Tantra seeds, right?
Because it allows you to connect to whatever. If you do it by yourself, it heightens meditation.
Mm.
Okay.
So it would be wonderful for like connecting to say herbs, talk to herbs. I have never mixed it with anything like mushrooms or ayahuasca. And family, this
Right.
is the disclaimer: if you're on medication, don't mess with nothing. Consult with your physician first. Don't
Right.
mix any of these herbs if you are on those pharmaceuticals. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, Bliss. Finish telling us.
So and it took about, I think, maybe 20 or 30 minutes for me to start to feel it, for it to kick. It's not like some medicines you take, it's almost an immediate response. For it took a while for it to kick in, but once it kicked in, I felt very calm, very sensual. The energies, I was sensitive to the energies and everything. So it was a good feeling. I think that's why we started calling them tantra seeds. But the original name, if you're going to purchase them, is not tantra seeds. I think that's the name we were given. So Hawaiian baby wood rose, and they are on Amazon, right? Are they on
You got
Amazon?
them on different locations online. Like I ordered this, and it was from. Let me show you the label. Let me show you. And I haven't used them lately, but
Okay.
Yeah, and
Sure.
I didn't take anything else with them because your girl here, she'll be taking one thing and something else the next, but I just took that one seed by itself. And I
and
think you also gave some other people too.
let me tell you, we one time we did a workshop and we just gave everybody one each. But in doing massage or doing
Mm.
touch, it like heightens, it enhances like touch or
Mm.
hugs because a lot of folks got hangups. Adara, tell us about the benefits of hugs because we got folks that got hug hangups. My goodness.
Surprised. Just be surprised. People don't want to be touched at all. Like they just don't like it. And of course, there's some people who are just anti that, like the asexual type of person and all that type of stuff. But some people, it's one, a trauma response. Two, they feel like they're gonna be rejected or they're gonna like things too much. Some people have a chemical imbalance that when they feel touched, it feels not like it feels when people touch us, right? So they're dealing through some things. But outside of that, right? Outside of any type of uncommon condition, we need it, man. We need it. So we learned how to talk like 2 years old or something like that. But before that, we were learning everything in the world around us by feeling, right? We know if somebody is nice because of how they touch us, how this thing feels, what we like. And we get so much information. We have so many other senses that we should be using to get information from the world around us that we don't use other than just our eyes, right? So when we're getting touched, we could find out a lot about the person touching us, which a lot of us know about. So, caveat, when we are sensitive to energy, sometimes we pick up stuff from people and we're like, oh, I don't, mm. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you seem like a nice guy, but as soon as he touches you, like, oh, you are a devil and you need to get off me now. You need to get away from y'all know that.
Yeah.
That's a good power of touch, right? But
Mhm.
having that, you should also be able to receive the good things from touching. Okay, so it's one of the ways to actually improve your intuition. Believe it or not, it helps you feel more grounded in your body. So when people are having possessions and stuff like that, or they're like having passive regression, or they're somewhere deep in their consciousness, we have to go into the body to bring them back. Again, the tapping, the rubbing, the cold, the hot, tasting stuff, smelling stuff. That's why smelling salts are so powerful. Like smell is the fastest way to bring back a memory and the fastest way to get somebody to come back to consciousness.
Yeah.
Right? Sniffing. Just sniffing. So people don't take time to like they burn incense and stuff, but are they like really smelling the aromas? Like the essential oils can unlock so many different things. Those are aphrodisiacs. Those are doorways to consciousness. Those can put you in altered states if you just like stimulate your olfactory glands. It's doing a
Mhm.
whole thing. So we're missing out in this sensual world around us. And sensual just means of the senses. So what are we
Mhm.
touching? What are we tasting? What are we feeling? The pheromones coming off somebody, the body heat, like the pressure on your skin. Like that's why people sell compression socks and stuff and weighted blankets to simulate a hug. A weighted blanket simulates a hug. And they sell thousands of them per month on Amazon.
You know what's so
Mhm.
funny? You mentioned this. You said the pressure on your skin. I want to take y'all back to when y'all were in maybe high school, or maybe some of y'all were younger, when y'all received that first hug from the person you had a crush on. And how
Yes.
did that feel? Like
Yes.
you immediately was just like, "Ooh, what is," and you wanted to go further. You know,
Mm-hmm.
y'all know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about. If y'all don't remember that first hug from the person that y'all had a crush on, I can take y'all to the club where y'all was dancing, and then some other things started to pop up and pop
Wait,
out, and you know,
Lloyd, hold on one second.
that felt
Hold
good.
on one second.
That felt good. Go
I'll
ahead,
give you
Adara.
one too. I'll give you one too, because it's something I say all the time in my conversations. Like, because I feel like there's no romance, there's no nothing hardly anymore. So I am 37. I grew up in the middle age of stuff going to no intimacy and people being all about their women, like the R&B, and then like now R&B is just like rap that sings, right? Before R&B was like sensual and trying to whatever else. So y'all who went to the movies when you were like a teenager and you sat next to a dude or whatever else, and he starts coming up your thigh. First, he puts his hand on your leg, then he slowly starts coming up your thigh. And you can feel like, is she gonna stop me? Is she gonna stop me? And you're like, stop him. Should I stop him? But you start getting all hot and shit. And he's like, wait.
He's
So,
only
like,
touching your leg. Like he didn't even get to the good side. You like, oh, Lord have mercy, man, please. Some men you just walk by and they're like, good afternoon, and you're like, like you could feel the energy, and men can feel it too. But with those men that are in touch with, the sensual side, and they're, not just like bam, bam, they into, let's just take it slow, girl. Yes.
And that they feel it too. The wham bam and thank you mans feel it too. That's why they're wham bam, and you know what I'm saying? Because they can't feel it, because they're feeling it so much they can't stretch it out and put some space in that thing. So that's where the rise in consciousness comes from. Because when a man or a woman can extend it out, because it's a wham bam thank you man misters out there too. Like they're just like, don't be sensual, be just give it to me. What the hell are you doing? And some of the brothers are complaining like, damn, I'm trying to awaken your body, girl. Are you just like trying to? I can't even. Okay. Some of the guys in my class, like, they complain about the fact that they want intimacy and women don't believe that they do. So they just like are just pounding and
And some of that's conditioning. Some of that's conditioning not to know another kind of way.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of sensual massage.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we do sensual massage. We are trying to extend out and enhance the amount of pleasure we can hold and feel. So as you start feeling good, you got to discharge it. Then damn, like that's like as soon as you put a battery in a car, as soon as you turn it on, it goes dead. Like that's crazy. We want to extend the battery life, and as we do that, build the capacity of how much we hold. So we do this thing called, or we shoot for this thing called ESR, which is extended sexual response. And that is when you start having valley orgasms versus peak orgasms. So the peak orgasm, which is more so termed the climax or whatever else, where they ride close together, is you're going and going, you're going and going, and pop off and then just fall off, right? But the valley orgasm is you get to a point of release and it goes down a little bit, and then you go up to another higher point of release and it goes down a little bit, not as far as it was before, and you just keep going. And that's how people have sex for so long. That's when you start getting into orgasms that last for I'm not gonna say extreme amount of times, but there are, because I ain't trying to scare people. But if your regular climax orgasm only lasts for, let's say, 7 seconds, if you could extend that out to 25 seconds, that's profound.
Yeah, you're right.
You think about it.
You're right. Yep. And you know what I found, Adara? The orgone beads extends orgasm. Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Put those beads on it, family. If y'all got the orgone.
Hey, my beads, that's what I'm missing, my beads. Okay,
I gotta fix them. I'll fix them up. She wants a bliss bead tune-up.
I wore my beads out that Hank gave me to the point to string. I was like, I had to send them back. Can you please restring my beads, please?
See, I didn't know the details, but I accept it. I accept it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I only wear mine when I'm doing work. So like when I'm doing ritual or something like that. So I made mine like ritual wear and stuff like that. Yeah. So when I put these on, it's time to go to work, pretty much.
Real quick heads up, family. Just confirmed just now on the phone with Lloyd Strayhorn and Phil Valentine. This Thursday at 7 p.m., we're doing a forecast for 2024. This Thursday, December 7th at 7 p.m. The three signs that are, all of us are sevens. Phil's a 7, Lloyd's a 7, I'm a 7. And if Bliss walk in with a 6, she's just gonna mix it all up. And if y'all and you welcome Adara, if you have time, you want to come in and just y'all want to be the pretty skin Shaktis, and you can also Tanata, be the cheerleaders behind the brothers, Hey, we'll have another party. That'll be
Hey.
Thursday, 7 o'clock. Ultra Instinct, no, brother, that's right here on Journey to Bliss and Magnus Crystal's Pyramids. Lloyd is doing a show this tomorrow, but this show will be this Thursday, 7 p.m., December 7th, and I'm inviting you, Adara, and you, Sonata, and of course you, Miss Bliss, so y'all could be the feminine Shakti presence, because brothers act different when the sisters are in the room.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm actually gonna be at Temple Mother Earth Thursday, so I get into DC Thursday afternoon. So I'm gonna hope to be in place in time for the show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be fun, Bliss.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so if you guys come on and they do a prediction, maybe you can make some suggestions on what some people could do to assist them for the bullshit that's getting ready to come. Because Robinson and I already know.
Damn.
You Adara might be like, you know what? Y'all need to hug some more. Let's do some hug sessions, or y'all need to, have some more orgasms and start squirting. I don't know what you're gonna say, but
I can say
Oh, yeah.
All the above.
I'm a sex magician. I can do it. I
All
can
the
get
above is good.
You know what, Bliss? You've been hot lately. I think them solar flares done lit you up, because she came up with some good ideas. And listen, I hear. Tell them what else is coming up.
Oh, the forecast with the women. Yes.
Ooh.
So we are going to have a masculine forecast, and then we're going to have a feminine forecast. So next year is the number 8. Everyone knows that this year was the number 7, which is a spiritual number.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what 8 is? 8 is infinity, but it's also feminine. It is earth. It ain't no coincidence. You got 2 earth signs right in a dollar right in between with the fire burning, and you on top.
Hey.
So you already know.
Yeah, because it really brings, having the brothers on it's cool, but when you have sisters on, that seems like it's like tantra seeds.
Mm-hmm.
It's enhanced.
Tantra seeds. I might have some on Friday. I'm trying to get some.
She's like, I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some.
It's real nice. And it lasts for hours.
Yeah, it lasts for a long time. It does.
What's a long time?
When you take the seed,
About 12 hours.
It lasts.
But you're functional. You're functional.
Okay.
You're functional.
But I also think it depends on the person too. So, because wasn't it someone that lasts maybe less than that, like 6 hours for one of the other sisters?
Yeah, it may vary.
So, like if they got blockages and all this other stuff going on, then it may not last that long.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Bliss, because there was a sister that came through. She took it. All she did was cry.
Yeah,
that was, so if the person got some stuff, they got some blockages, they'll just start crying it out.
So is it like psychedelic? Like, does it affect your mind, or just like kind of just?
It just makes you more enhanced sensitivity. No colors, nothing like that. It's just like it enhanced. Like when you take it by yourself, I took it by myself, and it was like easy to meditate.
Yeah, it's not like a psychedelic. What would you say? More like a mild inhibitor, kind of.
Yeah,
kind of
more like an enhancer of the moment.
Kind of like a Red Lotus type of thing.
Yeah.
I think I like it. I think I like it.
I
like it.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah, let me find out.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. And then it's wide open, and then you can muscle test as far as like when you want to take a tantra, because a person, if they do like bliss and do 3 seeds, I mean like orgasms for hours.
I like it.
But I recommend, just do one, do tiptoe, do the tulips, go like that.
So I want to go back to when Adara was talking about multiple orgasms, if you don't mind.
Y'all got it. I want to get some more tea. Y'all getting me all excited. I gotta have some more tea. I'll be back.
So when you were so women, pretty much I believe everyone knows or they're aware that women can have multiple orgasms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you were describing was actually a man reaching that state of orgasms like that, right?
Men and women, right? Men and women. So when the woman, so when we're doing the tantric body work, like in class and stuff, right? You see us all popping off and shaking and stuff like that. That is happening because the energy is hitting blockages. Like a blockage doesn't have to be a major severe thing. It can just be like a little crick in the tube and it's like hitting and whatever else, right? So the body's shaking, it's jerking. It doesn't feel as violent as it may look. Because if y'all seen some of the videos, some people be going all over the place, right? Very rarely do people feel like sharp pains and stuff, right? But there's a chance. So when that starts happening, that's because the energy is making connections. When the energy makes enough connections and starts raising up your central pillar enough, then the orgasm then opens doors into the higher consciousness. So when a woman gets to higher states of orgasm, instead of doing all of this, like, you've seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's more of this. It's just she's just on the table this, or just in the bed doing this, or she's just like a real fine vibration like that. And what it is trying to match the universal vibration of oneness. That's what that is.
Oh,
Okay?
that's
And
powerful. That is powerful.
So
What you just said.
now I see. So my first orgasm, I was like shaking like this, right? And then as I started to go more and more into the practices, you're right. It was more like flowing, and the energy is like totally.
And you notice when you're feeling that, that's when you start having more visions and stuff. And that's when you probably start speaking in tongues. And that's when you start having all this stuff. You know how shit goes. That when people get out there. So.
You're right. You're right. We were talking in tongues in class. I'm telling you, I was like, what? Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes. And I'm having visions. You're right. But everybody, half the class is talking in tongues, y'all. I was just like, yes.
Yeah, it gets real. Like the shop is next level, guys. Like I ain't trying to like toot my horn or something. I don't do anything. I just teach, and I'm just a mouthpiece for spirit in these classes, right? So once we get to a certain level, it's the Shamanic Tantric Biowork class I'm talking about. Once we get to a certain level, like after you learn a couple of exercises, if people are actually engaged, the spirit guys take over, and they're the ones teaching the class, and the stuff just goes wild. It goes really wild, and it's a very visceral, tangible experience with the divine. It's not like, I think I heard a voice. No, you heard the voice and it put you on the floor. By accident. So when the woman opens up, going back to the whole long orgasmic conversation, or like say me and my partner, if we were having one of those places where we like went in, now we weren't just like having like a quickie or like some lazy sex, we were actually like trying to, let's say after a ritual, that next day we have sex and I've embodied this energy and I've done all this work and stuff, and I'm trying to put into play the lessons that I learned when I was doing the ceremony for the group, because that's what the shaman does. They learn the lesson first, they teach it to the group, and what they're teaching to the group, they're learning at the same time, and they take that into the next round of lessons until they go facilitate the next thing. So I'm learning the lessons of my energy and my sexuality and this and how to heal, right? So we're having sex. I'm trying to work the energy. I'm projecting. I'm trying to go into the heart. I'm trying to expand. I'm doing all of this stuff. He's feeling it. I'm feeling it, whatever else. At the end, he does or does not ejaculate. I do or do not have a climax, but I'm just on the bed. I'm just like, and I'm gone. Kids be out there yelling and shit. I'm gone. And like, last time, not TMI, but y'all like my stories anyway.
No, that's fascinating. I should make you full screen. Tell us more, please.
Yes. So this is interesting. So last time we had one of these experiences, because I was working through some things. It got intense. The ones where you're like laying off the bed, he like kind of like, giving you some power, right? And you're like, you just can't do anything. You're just submitting fully, but in your mind, like the left brain is totally cut off. You're not screaming. You just like, but there's something deep happening in your consciousness, right? So we stopped. He went over and kind of ran off over there. I don't know what it is about, like when the energy gets really high, you stop and both of y'all run off somewhere. He ran this way. I ran, like hopped off the bed and like kind of took off like running, but my eyes were closed. I knew I was in my room, but like I was just wandering in this dark place, and I, the vision in my mind was this cat-like being with like glowing eyes that was trying to feel itself around, like I don't know if it was like a pyramid or something, but it was like in the dark, feeling around like that. And then like I was crying a little bit and whatever, and I just kind of fell on the floor, and I was just like laying there, laying there, laying there. I felt all this stuff, and I was like, I felt this awakening and stuff. So fast forward, I do a bliss ceremony Friday for one of my friends, his girlfriend, and the energy that guided the session was Boss. Like I had a clean, pure, very nice possession of Boss. Right, the way I know that it was very clean possession of Boss because the things that I saw lined up with the mythology that I was not aware of until after I went and did research. You see what I'm saying? And the things that was activated in the brother and the words that she was saying was also in line with the mythology and activation of the man as the hero, you know, and the son Ra, right? So Bast is the child of Ra, right? And she's of, you know, pleasure, protection, power, the magicians, healers, all of this different stuff. And it was like a nighttime yet fiery kind of energy. Like I was like making cat noises and like the way I was talking. It was really, 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 really crazy. It was crazy. And I realized that when I was having that sexual experience, what was opening the way for me to pull such a clean, smooth, and uncorrupted embodiment of that spirit so that the brother could have the activation. And the sister did too. The sister had activation first. Like I say in class, we turned on the bad bitch chakra. Like she was feeling herself like flying free. And then from there, she went and she put that free pussy on her boyfriend. And while he was having sex with her, telling him like, stop being scared, stop playing small, blah, 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 blah. You're God, you're this, you're that, the dot, the dot, the dot, the dot. And telling him like, while you're doing this, while you're having sex, this is how you get this information from the vagina. This is how you do this and pull this energy in. And then I felt it from across the room. The brother just like, and he's like, they done fucked up now. You know, he was just like big and he was just, yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing. It was a thing. It was crazy and beautiful. And that is what can happen when we like tap into this stuff, you know.
Adara,
Yeah.
I got a question to ask you. I want to ask
Yeah.
you, Miss Bliss, Sunata, and the whole audience. Only on two occasions in my life, one time at night and one time in the day, that the lovemaking got so intense, the room filled up with blue light.
Mhm.
Tell us, what is that all about?
Oh man. So the blue light could be a number of different things, but what's happening is one, we are creating a wormhole portal situation, right? So when the woman, that's what the vagina is, that's what the yoni and the womb is. It is the doorway into the cosmos, into the all things, right? So when the man knows how to knock on that door and she's willing to open that door, there's something on the other side that's willing to meet you. You see what I'm saying? And then like it causes a barometric pressure change in the room, like everything is the air feels different, your skin feels different. You feel in your body, but it's not really in your body anymore. You feel like around your body. It's a very wild experience. And that blue light could have been an angel. The blue light could have been your throat chakra, probably like big time, because throat chakra is where we hold sexual fears. You see what I'm saying? So when, especially if you're like moaning and like making noises and releasing or grunting or growling or something like that, I was saying in class, that puts more free energy into the orbit of both of you guys, into the atmosphere to be used and be transmuted back into more power and pleasure and awakening and enlightenment. You know what I mean? So the class we did last night, I was working on my partner and he made a breath, because we were talking about the 3 phases of body work, which is circulating, infusing, infusing, circulating, and harvesting, like the steps that we're going through to get the energy to do stuff. And when it harvests, then the energy that was pent up in trauma or whatever else is now usable energy that we can recycle back into this dynamic system of energy, because it's like a magnetic field that we're using that's pulling and unlocking things. So the throat is where we release that out. And obviously, you know, the color is blue, so the throat chakra is really, really working well. Oh God, oh God, it's crazy. People don't pay enough attention to the throat, man. The throat is like Grand Central Station, man, because if all the energy is coming through this way, but it's blocked here, and all the energy is trying to come up here, but it's blocked here, how is your root ever going to communicate with your throat eye? How is the ground ever going to communicate with the sky? How are you going to make sense of stuff? How are you going to make things tangible? You can't. It has to be free here for like the third eye and the sacral chakra to talk, and the third eye, the solar plex and the crown to talk, and all these things and solar plexus, the third eye, the crown, and the solar plexus talking at the same time. Like all of this shit is happening. So if you're not free here just a little bit, it's going to cause headaches. It's going to cause tension in the neck. It's going to cause lack of communication in your relationship. It's going to cause all the problems. You know what I mean? Just like a water hose. Tie it up, you're not getting no water. Same thing with energy.
You
That was a lot.
know, Adara, that was beautifully said. Thank you for sharing that.
My
I
pleasure.
had experience um not that long ago, maybe about a year ago. I was communing with this lovely goddess, and she had an injury on her leg, like a knot. And what
Mm-hmm.
I started doing was doing breath and making love to the knot, and it
Mm-hmm.
disappeared off the leg. It was like mid calf.
Ooh.
Special shout out to Dooley because I seen him do some Dragon Ball Z stuff that made bunions disappear. I seen Dooley make bunions disappear.
Yeah, I
Tell us
heard about
about.
that.
You heard about
Yeah.
that? Yo,
Yeah.
tell us the power of intention while making love, and it wasn't even no vaginal love. It was like you can make love to a leaf on a tree if your
Mm-hmm.
intention is strong. Tell us how magical that is.
Absolutely. I was talking to one of my homegirls that apprentices with me, and we were talking about the concept of like dealing with the sun. A lot of people taking energy in from the sun, but how many people are loving the sun back, loving the earth back, like laying down on the ground and hugging the earth, right? So there's some studies, healer studies. I think they were doing, I don't know if they were doing Reiki or quantum touch. I think it was quantum touch, but when they were working on tumors, and they were kind of like the cancer cells and stuff like that. When the healer was acknowledging and validating the cancer cells' right to be there or validity of being there, then the cancer cells started decreasing much faster than when she was just doing her regular thing. You see what I'm saying? So there's ways, everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. So there's a number of different ways that you can deal with this stuff. And when you're working in subtle energy, you're also working in fifth dimension. In fifth dimension, fourth dimension, the time and space things don't apply the same way. It doesn't apply the same way. So something that you think, if you think that it has to take a year to heal, it's going to take a year to heal. But if you don't put any type of constraint around it or construct around it, the things can do anything it needs to do. And that's how quote unquote miracles happen. Because what a miracle is something happening outside the mental construct that is expected to happen in. Period. And anytime you break that, you're doing a miracle. So if somebody puts enough intention and enough, like Dooley does qigong all of the time. Dooley does qigong probably more than any person I ever met. You know what I mean? So he's constantly cultivating energy, and he's constantly working on stuff. He's constantly like on different medicines and stuff like that. He heals a lot, and he like we're all nerds, right? In his free time, I can only imagine what kind of energy games he plays. You know what I mean?
He
Same thing with
stay
you.
high. He stay high. And I think the plants help guide him and protect him because Dooley stay high.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. He be up in there. He
He
be up
high
in there.
now.
Yeah, he be getting to it. He be getting to it, you know. And one thing I'll notice, like the more that you just practice with the stuff, the easier it is just to make something happen like that. And when we get the mind out the way, anything is possible.
I
Literally, I ain't
think
gonna
that
say
the
but
original devil, the original hell, is that monkey mind.
yes, get the mind out the
Is that
way.
judgmental monkey mind.
Mm-hmm. 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 I call it the conscious critic that's gone way overboard. Way, way, way overboard, man. And one thing that I noticed, like we did a class, not last week before last, when I did some interesting things for the level 2 class. And I was doing some spell work. I was showing them about it. I was doing some spell work. And I removed the blockages for the class, you know, a certain degree, depending like in reference to the work that we were trying to do. You know what I mean? And I had my name on this paper because we were doing spell work, right? And I noticed the next day when I woke up, I knew I was changed then in the class, but when I woke up, my mind was so clear. Like all the things I worry about wasn't there. All of the duties and stuff wasn't there. Like, cause I wake up, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I have two kids. My oldest kid is 3. We have 2 businesses. All kind of stuff. I don't have no assistants. Like it's just, me trying to figure this thing out. And so my mind is constantly running. But no, things have been smooth, smooth. Even doing like some of the body work things that I do, like in dancing or whatever else, I might have been a little stiff here and there or overthinking the rhythm. Nope, just doing it, stopping, boom, 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 boom. Saying what's on my mind, addressing this, boom. And like my mind is still so freaking clear. And I'm like, dang, I didn't even realize that half of that thinking was coming from blockages of one sort or another.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow. Wow. And I just want to say, in one of the classes you did with your partner, a lovely session in front of us where you guys were working your energy in the bedroom, and it was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I wanted to say thank you for that, because the guys were just like, "You got the video, Bliss?" So I was like, "Calm down, calm down." I almost wanted to charge them for the video, you know? No, I just see the guys in the class. But everybody was like in awe with you guys in action, And I want to say that takes a lot of courage for you and your partner to just do that in front of us, because we sometimes people could hear you teach in the class and but to see it in action and to feel the energy between you and your partner is a whole different thing. So now we know how it's supposed to look when we're doing it in person here.
Absolutely. When my guidance told me that that's what we were supposed to be doing, and I was like, I don't know, like I'm not actually shy to be naked already, but at the same time, I have a certain level of modesty, right? And like I know y'all, like we talk and stuff. I'm like, I ain't trying to be, doing whatever in front of these people. And no, if people were wondering, I did not have sex on camera. That's not what happened. But I was thinking, like, how can I teach you guys sexual alchemy without you seeing sexual alchemy? Like, I have to show it to you. Like, how else can I teach this to you? So what I did was, I showed them how to, after having a climax, they can bring the energy back into themselves and recirculate it out. You know what I mean? So they don't feel all drained and stuff. And then, and that process of bringing the energy back into you, funneling through the energy system for certain benefits, right? So, as some of the female exercises for Tibetan sexual alchemy or Buddhist tantra, they're exercises where the woman does a lower bandha with the perineum and the vagina and sends the energy up, and then she looks up into the third eye, but she's looking for lights, right? I think it's called ringing the lights or ringing the bells or something. And she's looking for these lights. And once the lights start kicking off, then starts letting out different hormones and endorphins and stuff like that, that then awakens her feminine energy deeper for whatever yoga and stuff she's trying to do, or energetic practices, martial arts she's trying to do. And so what I was doing was showing them kind of that in action. And, also what it looks like when couples are doing energy work in a sensual way where it's not clinical, right? Because like we say in class, that the table is a metaphor for your life and your hand is a metaphor for your genitals. And your genitals project far more than your hands do. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you can do with your hands, you should be able to do 10 times, 50 times stronger with your genitals with the right connection and the right control of your energy and your intention. You know what I mean? So it has to be balanced. You have to have the lab in the class, So the parties, the rituals, all of that, being out in the environment, projecting at a club, seeing if you could change the energy of your workspace, seeing if you get some extra, I don't know, cauliflower on your whatever that I pay extra, like all these different energetic managements, warming yourself up when it's cold, putting your kids to sleep when they're fussy, like all these things are energetic management that just shows you how much control you have of your environment and thus that you are divine. So that's what we're always trying to do at the very end of it is have proof that we are divine, because I'm a scientific mind and I want proof of the shit that y'all are telling me is true.
There it is. Adara, give us your contact info so I can create the banner at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, and the Eventbrite, Rising Sun, put where they can purchase the tickets at too.
Oh yeah, let me give you that link. Let me give you that link.
You know what, family? I haven't got the Eventbrite link yet, and if I have, I'm gonna
No, you
post
can
it.
go to Adara's website.
I'm not going nowhere right now. What's Adara's website? I could post that at
Yeah.
that banner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
AdaraMoselle.com.
AdaraMoselle.com.
All right.
AdaraMoselle.com.
I want to make sure I get the spelling right. Adara MOSelle.com.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your other social links?
Yep. Instagram is Adara Moselle and YouTube is Adara Moselle. So y'all can find me there. If you Google me, I pop right up as well.
Got it.
So the event is called the Blissful Awakenings event, and it's right there on my main page, and it's under the events tab. So,
And
You can also go to templemother.earth.org and it's on the events tab. It'll take you to Adira's page.
so what is that? Double.
Templemother.earth.org.
Double. I tell you, we gotta get another language. Temple Mother Earth.
.org.
That is so Capricorn of you, Sonata. .com. Okay, here we go. Adding the banner now.
.org.
Oh, .org. Thank you,
yes.
Bliss.
.org.
Listen, you've been on it. You've been like them
It's
solar
those
flares done
seasons.
super activated her DNA strands. I'm gonna tell you. She was like, yeah, feminine forecast. Yeah, do this, rising sun. And I'm like, okay.
Big Mama in the building. Big Mama taking over in the
Yeah.
building.
That was a good idea. Oh, I can think of something too.
That's the work working, man. That's the work working.
How's that look? Does that look good, ladies? The banner?
Yep, for me, yep. That's it.
And also, we gotta listen. Bliss is a force to contend with. I'm gonna put her a YouTube channel here for those who'd like to know.
Mm-hmm.
My brother would have loved to have been in touch with you back in the times he was doing bank jobs with a pen, Bliss, because you got gangster in you, girl.
Hey, bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I ain't playing.
Uh-huh. So that's great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got an hour and 36 minutes in. Y'all want to wrap it up, or y'all want to go ahead and keep going? Because a party like this will just snowball.
What you guys want to do? I'm whatever. What you want to announce? Any future events you got going on?
Yes, good idea. Yep.
Nada, Adara, what do y'all? What do you see yourself working with in the future? Anything?
Well, this is happening.
Okay.
December 16th.
Ooh.
Wayne Chandler and guests. We're going to have Ross Ben. We're going to have Kaba Kamini. Going to have Uncle Hanky. Going to have Kafunya. That's December 16th, Saturday, 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. Yeah, right. Yeah, but,
Right.
definitely starts at 5 p.m., but we don't know where that's going to go. Wayne Chandler, he literally built up his tissue density until he got hit by a truck and he bounced 50 feet through the air, did a rollout, and stood up with no broken bones, no bruises. That's Qigong.
From practice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure Qigong?
He do it. Yeah, he does. He's a Qigong practitioner, master
He's good.
level.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah.
So if you get into like deep breath work,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anything you do it better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what we recommend. We recommend people do a Qigong practice to help you have more energy to do this work. Keep yourself grounded. Yeah. It's an energy cultivation practice and it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is.
So I'll have at that event, I'll have the Xenon pyramids that take away pain, but it also seems to promote tranquility and minimizes the monkey mind.
Mm.
And that's what that is. Xenon. The Xenon minimizes the monkey mind and seems to help out with the trauma stuff. But I'll keep you posted, Adara, because I got to hook you up.
Please, 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 please,
I'll
please.
definitely keep you posted. Let me see. I want to play that video Bliss did again because I'm gonna show off Bliss. 'Cause, I can do that.
Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside. And to know that the man has got to deal with it. I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way. 'Cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me.
Like when you be removing a dog, you like,
That's one of my favorite videos. I might play that in the middle of another show. I might play that on Thursday. I gotta play that on Thursday with the forecast. We're gonna dance our ass into the new year.
Are you predicting we're gonna have more freaks next year? Is that what we predicted? Okay.
Okay, go ahead, girl. What? Maybe.
It'll be a good thing already. Hopefully, get some more tantra freaks. That'll be perfectly fine.
Well,
That'll
look,
be good.
you need some kind of new upgrades because the way things look now, they definitely don't look like they're on their tantra groove. So,
Nah, absolutely not. But I'm pushing for it, and God's just pushing for it. That's one thing people forget, that Big Mama is also like sexual and sensual and fully enforced. Like everybody came from Big Mama, and then clearly Big Mama was doing something, even if it was for herself. So, let's talk all the way about it. And also, if anybody has any questions, I'm open to answer questions too for my next.
Oh yeah, guys. You got questions? What you want to know? Any questions?
Okay, comments, questions. If you got any, you better speak up. Because this is fun. This was a fun show. Let me see if I have any other announcements to make.
Someone mentioned about breath work, helping to connect. Okay. So you recommend Qigong. Is there any other type of breath work they can do other than Qigong?
They can do Qigong, they can do pranayama, they can just do conscious breathing. You can work with the Tibetan 5 element systems. The healing sounds is a great place to start. Like if you can't even move, you can do the healing sounds. You know what I mean? Also, do re mi, like do re mi fa sol la ti do. If you just chant like do 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 do, that goes to your root chakra. That record, like each one of those is one of your chakras.
What? I didn't even know. In class they'd be like do re mi fa sol la ti do. And then you say it backwards. I never even knew do was like. We in class singing that? Okay.
Yeah. Like I was Yafa Bay years ago. Like when I first started this process, she was like, at the end say C instead of the last do, because that puts you back down in your root, and that's what keeps people trapped, right? But if you say do re mi fa sol la ti si, like just play with it. Just say, just on your way to work every day, just say do 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 re 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 re, 3 times, and just do it and then like build it up. Even when I did it right now, like my whole roots area is vibrating. You know what I mean? And I remember one brother that was in the group was talking about how he like felt his chakras moving like propellers, because he was doing like a lot. But yeah, like these are things I use when I didn't have any money, when I didn't have any access to any teachers, I didn't know anybody, nothing. I was just on my lunch break, 15-minute break. I would go to the stairwell, I would do some Qigong, I would do like 5-minute meditation. And in that meditation was just me practicing being in meditation. Like for some people, your head might kind of go back when you're trying to meditate, or your legs or something might go to sleep or whatever else. Just practice being in the different positions if you want. Practice keeping your body straight. You just practice, and next thing you know, it's gonna flow into it, and it's just become a seamless thing. You're gonna have all this energy, and shit's gonna change. And you didn't really do nothing, but occupy your time with like little stuff instead of like eating Cheetos or something. Just do some breath work. You're breathing anyway. You're at your desk. Clench a little bit. Like you already sit at your desk. Just clench and just send your energy up and down. Just clench. Right. Oh, the hours for body work intensive are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody asked that. Yeah.
And what are the hours on Friday?
So the meet and greet is from 7 to 9, and then the kickback is from 9 until. So I'm gonna say like 12, 1, 'cause I work in the morning. But but that's it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. Yes. You guys like this? Any more questions, y'all? Y'all better ask y'all questions now while y'all got them on the screen. Sunata, do you have anything coming up? Anything in the future you working on?
Well, we have ceremonies every month. We have ayahuasca ceremonies every month. We just had one this past weekend. Sweat lodge ceremonies, mushroom ceremonies. Now we got these tantra classes. Hey.
Mm,
Mhm.
nice, 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 nice. Wow. So you do the shroom
But
ceremony,
everything's on the link.
ayahuasca. Okay.
Say it
Yeah.
again.
I said you do the shroom ceremonies and you do the ayahuasca ceremonies. Those are monthly, you said?
Yes, we do grandmother every month, the Saturday after the full moon.
Okay.
And we have different we do a new moon and a full moon mushroom ceremonies. We do combo every Sunday for if you're looking to get healing through combo. And everything's on the templemotherEarth.org site. You can click on the events tab. We
Okay.
have weekly integration every Mondays. Come and have some food together with us on Mondays.
Okay. Wow. Service to the communities, family. If y'all ain't get y'all combo, y'all better go get cleaned out. Get those demons and those spirits cleaned out of you. And those
Mhm.
too, you know? So those
Mhm.
spiritually
It's a retreat
transmitted
space.
diseases. The what?
That's like the Temple Mother Earth is the whole retreat space, so y'all can
Oh,
get everything you need in there, sleep there, and do it
exactly.
all kind of stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Handle your business, y'all. Do what y'all gotta do. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid. Yeah.
Don't be
Mm-hmm.
And then
afraid.
there'll
Come
be,
on down.
are you going to
Join
be
the
offering
community.
a little bit of psychedelics for some of the people who are wishing to have some, or how are you going to do that?
Friday night,
Yeah, are you going to offer a little bit of psychedelics for some of the people who are interested?
I believe the temple is offering it. I believe.
Or
So
should
we're
they bring
gonna
their own? I don't
have
know
a
if you want them
sacred tea ceremony.
to. Mm-hmm.
We'll probably do a sacred tea ceremony, something at the meet and greet, a microdose experience, and then we'll probably do something different for Friday night. We have different
Okay.
offerings available.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Because
Mm-hmm.
that'll help everybody
hmm
kind of
And
like
we
a
also
light,
and we
not
also have
heavy.
like THC options as well. There's a
Okay.
lot
Yeah.
of different things available. DC has a lot of recreational use available for different things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just
that'll
no cocaine. Don't bring no cocaine.
yeah,
Y'all,
no, none
Oh
of
no,
that
no, it's a
recreational
it's
stuff.
plant.
cocaine.
Everything from Mother Earth. If it's Mother Earth, it doesn't come from Mother Earth, it doesn't
The
qualify.
natural
Mother
medicines,
Earth,
guys, just the
all
natural
healing,
medicines. And that'll help to keep people calm and
natural.
ready. So they, you may get some people there who are a little nervous. Maybe they're shy.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to open up and to feel relaxed and calm. And most of all, you want them to feel safe. So yeah.
Yeah, safe. And if you guys have some, like, keep it sexy. Like Jake Drake said, don't take anything that's gonna have you geeking. You know what I mean? Like, because you
Mhm.
be around other people. So if the tantra space is a communal space. So if you start getting weird, it's gonna make it weird for everybody else. And somebody might be trying to get their titties rubbed, and you in the corner being weird. So get it, chill, right, vibe, enjoy yourself and stuff like that. But this is not necessarily for you to take a full journey. That's something we would do in a bliss ceremony, which is I think something we were talking about having later on in the year there at Temple Mother Earth, where we get more in depth and having like a real kind of tantric experience, and then we would deep dive. But yeah, just come. This is like a social amount of stuff. You know what I mean? Social doses. So you have to
Mhm.
keep that in mind. I know how some of y'all get.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah,
y'all-
no. We don't want y'all to be thinking y'all gonna be going in. It's just like a very light dosage to make you feel more sensual,
yeah,
calmer, relaxed, yeah, more open to the experience. So
yes, yes. I don't plan on dealing with anybody's purging. So y'all,
exactly.
we're having a good time. We're having a good time
Save
here.
that for when then y'all do it on Sunday with Cambo, get your butts
Yes,
cleaned out.
yes, yeah.
Uh, someone
Link in the chat.
put the link in the chat. Where did Rising Sun go? I thought Rising Sun put it right there. Do you
I
guys
put it
see
on.
It's on the banner. It's
in the
going across
banner?
the banner. For the sign up, you can click on Adara's page or the temple page and go to the
Right
events
to it.
tab.
Here we go, right here. Make it real easy for y'all. So I ain't got no excuses but to pull up on us. You know.
Oh, hold on, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. She's gonna try to get it in there for you.
Okay, I have to connect to YouTube. There we go. Apparently I wasn't logged in. So it says DMV pull up, failed to post, or something
Didn't
else.
post. Put it in the
No.
try to put it in the private chat and see if it'll show on the private side.
Okay.
Where did Rising Sun go? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can take it out of here. I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna try to put it over there. One moment, guys. Let's see if I can do this. Don't be trying to say I'm tech savvy, okay? All right. Can y'all see that? It looked like only one of them popped up. Can you guys see
this
that?
is on the bottom part.
Do you see it? Can you tap on it? Let me know.
Yeah, it did something crazy. I don't know what that is.
I know, right? It's like it did one and then it didn't do the other one. But if you could see it, let me try it again and see if it happens. If it'll go through. Let's see. Yeah, it did it again. One of them went through, but the other one didn't. So
Okay, no worries. Well, AdaraMoselle.com, hit the events tab, and it's right there in the front. Also on Saturday, like I said, we're doing the 8-hour tantric bodywork intensive. You're learning the basic. You're going to be taking the basic tantric bodywork class. So by the end of it, you'll be knowing how to move energy and project to other people, project within yourself. You're going to learn the breath to make the energy come out your hands. You're also going to learn the philosophy and stuff, get some bodywork practice. Yeah, that the part that says opens new tab is not part of it. It's just the events portion. So it might just be easier just to go to.
okay. I see what you're saying. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post the links after the show. So I was just putting batteries in my lights in the I got my lights,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just doing because y'all bliss is y'all holding down the show, so I can step away and get me some tea. This is feminine auto drive.
Lady M, could you try it again and see if you get anything? I took out the last word, so see if it'll work now. I think Lady M or somebody else was trying to do it, so see if you guys can.
Let me put it in the chat. Maybe they can link in.
Okay.
You just sent it to me, right?
It's in the private chat. Go on the other side and you see private. You can cut and paste it, but just take out the end under the words.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
And if anybody that's watching is part of the current class, you guys can come on Saturday because you already paid for the class, so y'all can come. Because I know everyone for me to come to DC, so come up. Let's get some body work popping off.
Come on, get your healing on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on, Deborah. Come on. Petty Wade from New York. We're New York people. I come through and let's make it happen.
Oh, y'all just want me to bring the bananas and the whipped cream. That's all. I know.
That's another session.
All right,
if you was to do that, I would bring the tantra seeds, the bliss seeds. Yeah, check that out, Adara. Check that out. Check that out. Don't get me going. Lady M, you said your page not found.
No, okay. I think she got it now.
She got it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think she got it. Yep.
Yeah, she said she got it. Okay, cool. And the in the banner, let me put that on the banner, even though it doesn't have a link. Let me see. Put it right here. Temple Mother Earth, and then I'll paste it. How y'all like that liquid water background? That was an extreme. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Flow like water, like Bruce Lee say. I like those exotic. I like Sunata's exotic glasses. It highlights her lip poetry. Bless you, King James. Bless you. give King James a shout out.
Shout out to James. Shout out to
Indeed.
Appreciate you.
Beautiful, beautiful spirit. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that was
So it looks like we
everybody.
good.
Okay. All right. So we got it in the comments.
Everybody got it. No more questions, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. This
Okay.
was
Night,
wonderful.
night, y'all. So look, ladies, I want y'all to be on the forecast this Thursday, 7:00, with the 3-7 brothers, me the 2-5, Lloyd Strayhorn the 16, and Phil Valentine, he's a 7-2. And y'all could put the feminine mix going into 2024.
I
Okay.
would love to.
Sonata,
I would love to.
Adara, Bliss. Come on
Love
now.
to be there.
It'll be a better show
Adira,
every
you be
day in
upstairs, I'll
every
be
way.
downstairs.
Huh?
We'll both be at the temple. I just be on do 2 different floors.
Well, you do
Yeah.
any split you want. You work the split out yourself. Just show your face in the place. Adara would love to have you back because y'all, that y'all Shakti energy is very healing. Even Tamara is like, yo, folks, I can feel it radiating through the screen. Like, don't go, please stay. Yo, you bring out the kids and the folks.
Yeah, right. And forever young. And fun is a prerequisite for tantra.
You got
if you
that
ever
right.
have prerequisites. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Exactly.
want to thank you. Oh, we got to close out with that jam one more time. We close it out with this. Night, night, and thank you, Adara. Thank you, Sonata. Thank you, Bliss.
Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside. And to know that the man has gotta deal with it. I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way. 'Cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. Roughneck brothers, I can say.
That was popping. That was fun.
Oh yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good night, y'all.
Night,
Good
night.
night, y'all.
Night, night.